Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Welcome to our first podcast with Danny and Feli. Ngayong araw, pag-uusapan natin ang isang mahalagang bahagi ng healthcare na madalas ay nasa likod lang ng eksena. Ito ay ang Radiologic Technologist.
Alam niyo ba guys, kapag sinabing hospital, maiisip agad ng mga tao ay nurse or doctor agad. Pero sa totoo lang, hindi makukumpleto ang diagnosis kung walang mga rad techs. Kaya naman, ang topic natin ngayon ay the current state of radiologic technologies in the Philippines, public recognition, and professional identity.
Kaya nga onti lang ang nakakaalam about sa RT. That's why radiologic technology was also added in hospitals and colleges, such as Chinese General Hospital in the year 2012 lang naman. So, bale 14 years lang. So, bakit? Because of the growing need for advanced medical imaging and faster diagnosis for patients. As healthcare technology continues to improve, hospitals need skilled rad tech professionals to operate imaging equipment and help improve quality care.
At para mas maintindihan natin ang mundong ito, hindi tayo nag-iisa. May kasama tayong dalawang esteemed guests na ibabahagi ang kanilang journey at expertise in the field of radiologic technologies.
3, 2, Magandang araw and welcome to our show, Rad Room Diaries. We're so glad that we're able to get in touch with you, Sir Domes. Yan. Pero bago tayo magsimula, Sir, can you give us a small introduction about yourself for our listeners para sa mga Rad Room divas namin?
Okay. So, my full name is Luminador Shades Jr., but you can call me Doms for short. So, I graduated Bachelor of Science in Radiologic Technology way back 2014, and I got my license 2016. And from then on, I started to have a job in a private hospital. And from that first hospital, nagstay ako for almost 5 years, and I worked being the head at the Stone Center. So, sa Stones, I just want to give you a brief background when it comes to sa lithotripsy, if you are familiar when it comes to ESWL. So, sa lithotripsy, bali doon ginagawa yung procedure na kung saan dinudulog yung stone from kidney and ureter. And then after that, my first almost 5 years working on a private hospital, I decided to put my own business. And then after a couple of years, bumalik ako sa profession ko as a rad tech, and luckily, they offered me the supervisor position here in Julius K. Kiambao Medical Wellness Center here in Bayambang, Pangasinan. Then after 1 year, I got promoted as the head of Special Services Division, handling different departments. So right now, I am handling the outpatient department, composes the dental unit, and special centers that about to open. We have the vision and eye care unit, the dermatology and aesthetic unit, ENT unit, and more centers about to open. And also, I'm handling the diagnostic department, which composes also the centers for women's health, and we also have the neurophysiology lab and cardiovascular lab. And lastly, I also handle the PMR, the physical and medical rehabilitation.
Yan. Wow naman, Sir. Ang dami niyo po palang achievements po and mga pinagdaanan po. Madami po kami matututunan sa inyo po. So, that was a wonderful introduction, Sir. And it is nice that we can get this information straight from the source po.
Yes, darating din po.
I'm
Yes,
sure our Radroom Divas are taking notes right now po.
Yeah. So, it felt so inspiring to hear how you started. We're really lucky to have you here. Pero bago tayo sumabak sa mga seryosong usapan at mga tanong sa ating mahiwagang diary, we admit that until now, marami pa ring unaware sa kung ano ba talaga ang RadTech.
Oo nga, Feli. Minsan, kapag sinabi mong rad tech ka, tatanungin nila, Taga-gawa kayo siguro ng radyo, no? O kaya naman po, matic radiologist na agad ang tawag sa atin. Which nagkakaroon ng misconception na pindot-pindot lang daw po yung ginagawa natin.
Kaya naman today, gagamitin namin tong platform na ito para linawin ang mga bagay-bagay at matulungan namin ang mga viewers natin to see the different side and to appreciate the service of our radiologic technology practitioners. Katulad niyo, sir. So, Danny, ready ka ba? Sir, ready ka na ba? Sige po. Okay. So, hit the first question po.
Sir, our first question, in your experience, sir, do you think the public fully understand the role of radiologic technologies in healthcare? Why or why not po?
Up until now, there's a lot of people that doesn't know yung ating course. So, nagkakaroon ng, as you have said, parang minsan, actually parang down pa minsan yung ating medical course na as being a RADTEC. But if we're going to give them a brief information about sa course natin, that's the time that they will be enlightened na, okay, ganyan pala ang ginagawa ng RADTEC. Hindi lang taga-X-ray, because it's a very broad profession since we're handling different kinds of modalities.
Okay. So true po dyan talaga, sir, na hindi talaga specific na X-ray, marami talagang sakop ang RADTEC po. So, for our second question naman, sir, what are common misconceptions people have about radiologic technologies and what work that you do? Ulitin ko po. What are common misconceptions people have about radiologic technologies and what work that you do? The work that you do.
Ayun, nabanggit natin kanina, number one misconception ng RADTEC is akala nga nila, especially sa mga people that they're not in the medical field, akala nila nagagawa ng radio, nag-operate, ganyan. But since lumalaki na rin yung industry natin na marami ng universities and colleges that offer this kind of course. So parang little by little, nagkakaroon na ng idea ang ating the people na kung ano ang meron sa course natin in radiologic technology.
Thank you for that wonderful answer, sir, and for enlightening our listeners about the common misconception about radiologic technologies.
Okay. Pagdating naman sa aming third question, sir, do you feel that radiologic technologies receive enough recognition compared with other healthcare professionals in the Philippines? To repeat the question, do you feel that radiologic technologies receive enough recognition compared with other healthcare professionals in the Philippines?
I can give a very timely na dito sa I just give you a best example here sa institution namin because ang RADTEC akala nila very parang more on technicalities, more on operating machines lang tayo, computer, ganyan. Parang we don't know that we also mastered anatomy, we also mastered different scope ng ating curriculum. Dito sa institution namin, pinaglalaban ko na magkaroon ng additional allowance yung mga staff dito. Hindi lang pwede na nurses lang ang may allowance kasi we're both a frontliner, we're both handling patients, and hindi, we are the eye of the medicine, right? Na hindi madadiagnose ang sakit, hindi magkakaroon ng proper treatment ang ating mga nurses, ang ating mga doctors without us a RADTEC performing good and give the best or quality images or the outcome of our procedures.
Point taken, sir. Parang kailangan nating mag-ingay para mapansin yung value ng professional na to sa Philippines.
Totoo, totoo. Sobrang kailangan talaga ng kasi pantay-pantay lang naman tayong frontliners dito. Tsaka, we give our best services to our patients po. Okay? For our...
Yes, because RadTech plays a pivotal role in medical healthcare.
Oo nga po, yan po. So, true ka dyan,
You
sir.
have to initiate that code. RadTech is play a pivotal role in healthcare industry.
Yeah, kuha mo, sir. Agree na agree kami. So, pagdating namin sa fifth and last question po, fourth question po ba? Fourth question pa lang. Sige, hindi pa tayo Sige. What makes you proud po to be identified as a radiologic technologist despite the challenges of the profession? Again, what makes you proud to identify as a radiologic technologist despite the challenges of the profession?
When it comes to that, just like an example sa akin, I'm a rad tech, but we can do more. They can put us on a higher position, like kung saan meron akong kung saan ako na position meron ngayon. Since I'm handling different departments, so I think that's the best answer that I can give.
Yes. Yan po.
Nakaka-touch naman yun, sir, na parang we save our lives even though we are only seen in the shadows of the dark room.
Okay. So, pagdating naman po sa aming fifth question.
And last question, para sa last question po, what message would you like to public to understand about radiologic technologies and their contribution to patient care? And ano rin po yung mapapayo sa mga aspiring RadTech students natin?
Just like what I said earlier, na RadTech is not just being a RadTech itself, because we are playing a very pivotal role in healthcare industry, and without our very knowledgeable and skilled technologists, all radiologists cannot provide a quality and reliable source of diagnosis information. And when it comes to giving advice to all students or aspiring RadTechs out there like you, mom, you just need to enjoy your college life, and then you have to focus on your major subjects, because later on, once you pagdating na kayo sa inyong review center, parang you would realize na parang hindi namin ito napag-aralan, kasi more questions that you're going to more questions that you're going to encounter during your review is parang out of the blue. So you really need to focus, and yung determination niyo dapat nandiyan natin, and then ilagay niyo yung sarili niyo parati na parang I'm doing this because this is yung gusto kong gawin in the future, and then iniinit ko lagi sa sarili ko is gusto ko makatulong sa public, kasi ang sarap sa pakiramdam for every patient na nakasalubungan natin. The word na salamat could give us parang yung pagod natin ma-feel. Mag-mention natin yung mga pasyente natin na magsabi sa atin, thank you. That's really
Nakakagaan.
really mean to us. So once na dumating yung time niyo na during your internship training for your fourth year college, enjoy, and then maging passionate lang kayo sa ginagawa. Yun lang.
Yan. Oo nga sir, na sobra talaga na at first year po, pinapayuhan na rin po kami ng mga professors namin na pagdating talaga po sa real world scenario sa mga fourth year sa OJT namin na hindi talaga siya by the book na black and white or theories lang siya. More on talaga siya na practical experiences na mapapaisip ka talaga out of the box po yung mga scenarios. Kaya agree na agree po kami sa inyong sagot. Tsaka habang first year kami sir, nakikita po namin ang hirap ng mga major subject. Opo, sobrang hirap po. Ngayon po. So, as first years rin po, we will take to the heart po yung pagiging pagbukas po namin ng loob sa mga tao sa simpleng pasasalamat lang. Ma-enlighten at gumagaan po talaga yung aming pakiramdam na nakakatulong kami sa masa, sa tao. Sige po. So, maraming salamat Sir Doms. At para sa ating Rad Room Divas, tandaan, bawat image na kinukuhaan, may buhay at dedikasyon na nakalaan. Hanggang sa susunod na episode ulit, mga ka-Rad Talks. Adios! Magandang araw and welcome to our Rad Room Diaries. We are so glad that we're able to get in touch with you, Sir Mark. Pero bago tayo magsimula, Sir, can you give us a small introduction about yourself to our listeners para sa mga Rad Room Divas namin?
I've been a registered radiology technologist since 2011 pa. So, palipat-lipat lang ng hospital, clinic, gano'n lang.
Sige po, sige po. Sir, meron po ba kayong mga, paano po kayo naging radiologic technologist po? May parang paano po kayo nag-start po? Saan po yung mga achievement nyo or workplace nyo po? Ganun po.
Bali ang nagsabi sa akin ng tungkol sa radiology technologies is yung mother ko. Sabi niya, in demand daw, ganyan. Then, tinay ko naman siya. Bali, nag-aral ako sa Family Clinic College. Then, nag-junior intern ako sa Jose Reyes, senior intern sa Pedel Mundo. Then yun, after nun, awa ng Diyos, one take lang naman sa board.
Wow! Naman, sir. Paano na naman dyan? Pa-share ng tips. Ay, dyan. Sige po. So, okay, so that was a wonderful introduction po na sobrang saya rin po namin na magiging kayo po ang guest speaker po namin sa podcast na to po. So, yan po. I'm sure our Rad Room Divas are taking notes right now and that was a great intro. So, it is so inspiring to hear how you started and we are lucky to have you here. Pero bago tayo sumabak sa mga seryosong usapan at mga tanong sa ating mahiwagang diary, we admit that until now, marami pa ring unaware sa kung ano ba talaga ang RadTech.
Oo nga. Alam mo ba, Pel, minsan kapag sinasabi mong radtech ka, tatanungin nila, tagagawa lang kayo ng radyo, o kaya naman matic radiologist na ang tawag natin, which nagkakaroon ng misconception na parang pindot-pindot lang po ang ginagawa natin.
Lagi ako nasabihan din ng ganun.
Tama,
Sa radyo, ganun. Hindi sila aware sa course ng RadTech.
Oo nga po eh. Parati lang tayo nasa behind the scenes. Kaya naman today, gagamitin natin itong platform na ito para linawin ang mga bagay-bagay at matutunan ang mga viewers natin to see the different side and appreciate the service of our radio technology practitioners. Yan. So, sir, ready na po ba kayo sa mga tanong namin?
Sige, go. Habang walang pasyente.
Yan. Sige, Danny, hit him with the first question po.
So, our first question, in your experience, do you think the public fully understand the role of radiologic technologies in healthcare? Why or why not? Again, in your ulitin ko lang po.
Sige, go.
In your experience, do you think the public fully understand the role of radiologic technologies in healthcare? Why or why not po?
Nung simula na naging RadTech ako, tingin ko hindi kasi sa mga first job ko talagang tinatanong nila, anong course mo, ganun. Pero itong mga last na hospital na pinag-dutyhan ko naman, alam na nila, ay, ikaw yung Radtech. Parang may idea na sila na ikaw yung nag-x-ray. Ganun. Pero nung una talagang wala silang idea.
Oo nga po kaya nga talagang low-key lang talaga ang RadTech sa mga ospital nga po. So, buti nga po at kami nandito, kayo po ay nandyan para educate po kami and enlighten about more sa RadTech.
Yeah.
So our next question is po, what are some common misconceptions people have about radiologic technologies and the work that you do? Ayun po.
Sama ganyan, anong tanong mo ulit?
What are some common misconceptions people have about radiologic technologies and the work that you do po?
Ayun, parang pag akala nilang Radtech, parang nurse din, parang ganon. Wala silang idea na yung sa ginagawa nating trabaho dito, kala nila shoot lang, x-ray, okay na yun. Hindi nila alam, may mga kino-compute din tayo. May inisip din tayo ng mga yung mga factoring sa kung anong dapat na factor sa bawat katawan, ganon, bawat procedure. Ganon, wala silang idea.
Oo nga po eh. So, that was a wonderful answer po na sa radiologic technologies, hindi lang tayo same sa nursing. At meron rin tayong mga different subjects sa ating course na kailangan talaga ng deep understanding about the machineries na hindi lang talaga simpleng pindot-pindot lamang, ganun-ganun. Kaya dapat may tamang radius po ba yan, sir? May tamang sukat po pag in-x-rayan ang mga patients po natin.
May factoring.
Yun po. First year pa lang po kami pero kinakabahan na po kami dyan.
Madali lang yan.
Ayun po. Sige, third question tayo.
Third question, do you feel that radiologic technologies receive enough recognition compared with other healthcare professionals in the Philippines?
No. Napakababa ng sahod ng Radtech compared sa mga nurse, mga psych. Kumbaga sa buong healthcare system yata, Radtech ang mababa. Hindi kasi nila alam, wala silang idea. Hindi ba nila alam na hindi makakapag-diagnose yung mga doktor natin sa ER, sa ward, kung walang Radtech. Paano nila malalaman, halimbawa, na may bali yung pasyente, kakapain ba nila? Hindi naman. Tayo yung mata ng mga doktor. Yan.
Tama. Opo, true kayo dyan, sir, na kasi pag wala ang mga radiologic technologists trend, sir, di ba? Kasi pag wala tayo, parang paano nila malalaman yung internal na problema ng isang pasyente kung walang radiologist? Tsaka, hindi rin nila magagampanan ng mabuti yung pagkukuha ng imaging kasi 'di ba may alara tayo, sir? Parang may specific amount lang ng radiation na kailangan ibigay. So, pag simple-simpleng bigay lang natin 'yun, sir, maaring ma-injury or
Wala.
like masaktan yung mga pasyente natin. Kaya hindi
Yes.
lang talagang simple-simpleng pindot tas yung recognition natin
Wala.
hindi masyado nakikita.
Hindi talaga. Kasi yung alam nila, siyempre tataasan din lang sa sahod ng mga Radtech, kaso hindi eh.
Sir, payag rin po ba kayo na taasan ang salary ng mga Radtech dahil sa hazard payment po kahit sa sitwasyon natin ngayon?
Siyempre naman kasi, halimbawa yung isang patient pumasok sa hospital o sa clinic nyo, hindi mo naman alam agad na kung may PTB siya or may pneumonia. Malaman mo lang pag na-x-ray siya. So, na-expose ka na bago mo pa malaman. Yun yung purpose ng hazard pay para dun sa
Yan. Para sa mga Radtech. Sige. Next question.
So second to last question po, what makes you proud to identify as a radiologic technologist despite the challenges of the profession po?
yung yung pagkalimbawang hindi nila alam kung anong meron sila. Tapos, pagka nagawa mo yung procedure na kailangan tapos lalabas yung mga sakit nila, ganun. Although nalulungkot sila na malaman na yun yung sakit nila, may halo rin na ay, yung pala, kaya pala ganito yung nararamdaman ko. Meron na pala akong ganito sa loob ng katawan ko, ganun. Yan lang naman.
Tama, sir. Nakaka-touch talaga na matulungan natin yung mga tao na sa way kahit mahirap yung ginagawa natin tsaka very tawag doon yung
Hindi naman mahirap, madali lang.
sir, sabi mo yan ayun. Very dangerous yung way na pag bibigay natin ng aid sa mga patient ay masarap sa feeling na matulungan natin sila.
Kaya ano lang sa atin sa Radtech kasi, maraming naiinggit sa atin kasi once na magawa natin procedure, wala na, tunganga na tayo. Hindi tulad nila. Non-stop yung trabaho nila. Yun.
Opo.
Ay para po sa ating huling katanungan na medyo heartfelt.
Ay,
What
wala
is
nang pasyente na ako. Joke lang.
What
Okay.
message would you like the public to understand about radiologic technologies and their contribution to the patient care? And ano rin po yung mapapayo nyo sa mga aspiring RadTech students natin?
Una, sa message ko sa public siguro, sana maging pantay-pantay sila ng tingin sa lahat ng medical professional kasi yung mga medical professional naman nagtutulungan yan para makapagligtas ng tao, para makapag-diagnose ko ng mga sakit nila. Siyempre, pare-pares din na na-expose sa iba't ibang uri ng sakit. So, dapat pare-pares ng sinasahod. Then, ang advice ko naman sa mga RadTech na bago siguro, mag-focus muna kayo sa special procedures kasi mas yung experience niyo pag may alam kayo sa mga special procedures eh. Lalo sa mga CT scan, MRI, wag lang kayo mag-focus sa X-ray, hindi porket nakapagtrabaho na kayo sa clinic, okay na kayo kasi kumikita na kayo. Hindi ganoon kasi mas marami pang opportunity, lalo na pag marunong kayo ng CT scan, MRI sa abroad. Yun lang naman.
Yun po. Sige. Heartfelt na kailangan talaga ng mga radiologic technologies na pantay-pantay ang appreciation and sahod at hindi lang tayo ang nasa backstage po. Yun po. And thank you rin po na as first year students rin po, aabangan po namin at tututukan po rin namin ang mga special procedures na CT scan, MRI, hindi lang X-ray at pag tututunan po namin yan ng mabuti po. Kami mga listeners po.
Yes.
So, maraming salamat Sir Mark at para sa ating Radroom Divas, tandaan, bawat image na kinukuhaan, may buhay at dedikasyon na nakalaan. Hanggang sa susunod na episode, ulit mga ka-Rad Talks. Thank you po Sir Mark. Thank you po sa time and pag-guest niyo sa aming pod.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you po. So, our guest speakers help us understand that radiologic technology professionals are a very important part of healthcare, even though they are sometimes misunderstood or not given enough information. So, para sa ating mga guest speakers, maraming salamat po sa inyong time and mga insights, mga words of wisdom para sa mga first years natin. We will really keep it to heart and marami pong salamat. So, tandaan niyo mga Radroom Divas, bawat image na kinukuhaan, may buhay at dedikasyon na nakalaan. Hanggang sa susunod na episode, mga ka-Rad Talks. Thank you! Adios! Bye! Panoorin nyo to. Bye! Mwah!